And just like that, Monster Musume comes to a close. Love it or hate it, whatever your standpoint may be for this series, I think we all can admit that Monster Musume has been very different than the standard things we have seen from recent seasons of harem and fan service anime. I will miss this series. I honestly will miss this series. I mean, I didn't think I would enjoy this series as much as I have. I've read the manga, not as far as to what this anime ended off of, but I read the manga and I knew what I was going to be walking into when I started the series. But to see this animated, the way it was done, it gave me a good aftertaste. Usually when I watch something like this, I have this aftertaste where I'm like, I'll probably forget it in a couple of seasons, or forget it in a week or two, and I just won't ever look back at the series. I'm actually contemplating if I want to read the manga. I mean, I only read select few series like this. Like, I read, To Love Ru, and it's a rarity for me to want to just sit down and review or read series like this. And Monster Girl has kind of done a very good job with handling its core themes in a different way, especially with the Monster Girl theme. Like, as I said in my last, review, and a little couple of my recent reviews, Monster Musume has been very different because of the way it uses its Monster Girls. It takes these themes with the Monster Girls, like, how we have, like, Sue as a slime, and uses it to the fullest to make these fan service situations that you normally wouldn't see from, like, an anime harem fan service. And I feel like that's where this series shines the most. And with the series' conclusion, it kind of has all of that. It has all the girls kind of being shown in this episode, doing what they're good for, and, showing their different quirks and what they like, and ending on a nice, good conclusion that makes us hope for a possibility of a Season 2. I'm going to assume that Monster Musume has very good sales because it is a fan service harem series that does have some lewd scenes, which will make it to where anime fans want to buy the DVDs for the uncensored goodies. Because there was quite a few things in this series that were censored, and there's definitely going to be some scenes that are going to probably show the nipples and stuff that showed in the manga. Because as I said earlier on, like the first 2 episodes, the only thing I noticed when it came different from the manga and anime was the censorship. Now, that's to be kind of expected since anime has to censor nudity. And, boobs, if you see tits, you're gonna have to censor that shit in anime. So I expected that. But I saw some of the BD screens, and there seems to be actual full uncensored goodness and the BDs are going to be coming out. So I'm going to expect this series to sell rather well, and I do expect a Season 2 to eventually be made, because series like this do sell. So I honestly will probably review and watch second season when it does eventually come out. But for now, a very good stopping point. A very good stopping point for the series. We had a bunch of girls introduced throughout the entire series, and it's nothing mind-blowing. It's nothing where I can say that it's a 10 out of 10 or even maybe an 8 out of 10. It's the guilty pleasure anime of this anime season. That's the best way to kind of just put the final bow on top of my anime reviews of Monster Musume Season 1. It was a guilty pleasure. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I thought I would probably hate it or drop it, but I didn't. And I think majority of us unexpectedly found something very unique about this series. Whoever's continuing watching the series, I think we all found something we kind of like. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about this final episode of the series? Are you sad to see it go? Are you happy to see it go? Did you love this series? Did you hate this series? Do you want to see a Season 2? Will you watch a Season 2 if it eventually comes out? Let me know your thoughts. Please be safe. Chibi out.